General Hospital Drew Quartermaine Cameron Matheson, and Willow Corinthos Caitlin McMullen relationship has left plenty of people fed up with their characters. There might be hope for Willow's redemption, but can Drew ever be a viable love interest again after this disgusting romance? Drew has become particularly loathed on social media, and rightly so, since he slept with his nephew's wife and then encouraged Willow to use burned Michael Corinthos' Chad duel as leverage when he was in the ICU. It's clear that Drew wants to make decisions for Willow and run the show, so he's taking advantage of her cult mentality and heroic view of him. Drew is already planning on moving Willow and her children into his new house, so he may end up pressuring her into it. This romance was gross from the start, since Willow previously asked Drew to walk her down the aisle and seemed to view him almost like a father figure. Of course, we can't forget that Drew slept with Nina Reeves' Cynthia Watros when he was falling for Willow, and still hasn't come clean about that news. Drew has become a massive sleazeball, so is there any coming back from this? Many GH fans are holding out hope that Drew might land at the center of a fatal whodunit and get written out eventually. If Drew does stick around and they try to redeem him, it's going to be a real challenge. The writing team will have their work cut out for them when it comes to undoing all the damage that's been done. It's tough to even think of this Drew as the same character Billy Miller once played. Drew has undergone a massive personality transformation and is one of the biggest losers on soaps at this point. Although Drew used to be a caring guy, he's become selfish and even cruel at times. Drew only cares about his relationship with Willow right now, so he's setting himself up for a huge fall once that romance falls apart. Willow could dump Drew for keeping his Nina hookups a secret once she ultimately gets updates. We'd welcome the chance to watch Drew pay for what he's done, but can Drew bounce back from all this and become a viable love interest for someone else down the road? At the moment, we wouldn't wish Drew on any woman in Port Charles, but we'll bring you more predictions on what's ahead for his character. General Hospital spoilers say Drew may have to do some soul-searching sooner or later, so stay tuned. General Hospital Willow Corinthos Caitlin McMullen shattered heart will need mending soon, so let's talk about who'll pick up the pieces after Drew Quartermaine Cameron Matheson breaks it. We can already feel the show building to Willow's inevitable Drew devastation. The more Willow talks about how Drew would never keep secrets or lie to her, the more the writers are setting her up for a huge fall. Willow has put Drew on a pedestal that he doesn't deserve, so she's going to be crushed when he gets shoved off it. Nina Reeves' Cynthia Watros recently backed out of confessing her Drew hookups to Willow, but she might change her mind and spill the truth at some point. However, it's perhaps more likely that someone else will spread that scandalous news in the end. No matter how Willow finds out, she's going to be hurt and humiliated. Willow's been walking around singing Drew's praises and believes she's the center of his world. That may be true now, but it wasn't always the case, since Drew was sleeping with Nina while Willow was first falling for him. Nina and Drew should have been honest about that from the get-go, but they covered up their involvement and are going to pay the price when their fling gets exposed. Willow's going to realize Drew's been hiding something huge, so it may change her perception of him. The fact that Drew slept with Willow's mom may gross her out and make her see him for the slimeball he is. Of course, Willow's bond with Nina is also going to take a major hit. Now that Willow finally has a mother-daughter relationship, it'll add to her heartbreak when Nina's deception crumbles it. What happens if Willow dumps Drew and pushes Nina away? Who will be there for Willow when her whole world falls apart? Harrison Chase Josh Swickard has been reconnecting with Willow lately, so it'd be smart for the show to lean into their familiar bond. Willow might latch onto Chase as a lifeline and fall for him again in the process. Chase's marriage will soon be derailed once Brooklyn Quartermaine Amanda Seton and Dante Falconeri Dominic Zamprogna's secret firstborn child comes to light. All the Giovanni Gio Palmieri Giovanni Mazza adoption drama will blow up, so that could create distance in Chase and Brooklyn's relationship. Chase may give all his attention to Willow instead, especially if the show opts to reunite them romantically. Our GH predictions hint that several love stories are about to get complicated in Port Charles, so stay tuned for updates on all the messes to come. General Hospital spoilers say Willow will find herself needing another hero, so Chase may be next in line. General Hospital will soon be buzzing as secrets come to light in the upcoming weeks. Fans of the soap have been keeping a close eye on Willow, who now appears poised to learn something that rattles her core. At the same time, Cyrus is quietly setting his pieces on the board, determined to keep others guessing. Tension is rising in multiple corners of town, and the days ahead look packed with potential showdowns. These upcoming episodes on General Hospital unfold as a period marked by intense emotions for many characters. Romance took center stage last week, but this time the focus will shift to hidden agendas, uncomfortable discoveries, and personal stakes. While some will aim to build alliances, others will pursue solutions that might turn everything upside down. Willow is about to learn information that catches her off guard. She has crossed paths with various power players in Port Charles, yet nobody expected the news that seems headed her way. Early hints suggest she could stumble upon details involving people in her circle, causing her to question whom she should trust. Fans speculate that she might be finally getting to the root of lingering mysteries that have trailed her for months. Her reaction could shape her relationships, especially if she decides to confide in the wrong person. While she is no stranger to turmoil, this time feels different. However, there is a chance her composure might crack if she concludes that she's been left in the dark for too long. Cyrus rarely slows down. Fresh buzz suggests he's on the verge of securing a new target in his quest for influence. Some fear he's about to cause even more grief in the community, and nobody is sure who might be in the line of fire. He has already placed a spotlight on several residents, but recent spoilers indicate his aim could shift in a surprising direction. Speculation is rampant that his plan involves weakening a familiar figure connected to Sunny and Carly. Cyrus has tangled with them before, though he usually keeps his moves under wraps until the moment strikes. While Willow and Cyrus grab headlines, they aren't the only ones with reasons to worry. Anna has been trying to gather facts from Liz and Lucky, hoping to prevent any further chaos. Mac appears bothered by developments that are somewhat out of his reach. Meanwhile, Carly and Sunny lean on each other more than usual, possibly anticipating a move from forces they cannot fully predict. Jason, on the other hand, finds himself at a crossroads. Word suggests he must decide how much he's willing to risk to protect his loved ones. He's no stranger to life and death choices. Yet this moment carries a weight that might surprise even him. A misstep could bring devastating fallout, leaving others in harm's way. Late in the week, General Hospital will brace for additional twists. Sasha seems prepared to share a major confession, which might add another layer of stress for those near her. Laura, often considered a steady presence, faces startling updates tied to local power struggles. If the news shakes her at her core, she'll need people she trusts to get through it. All the while, Cyrus remains on the hunt for opportunities. Willow stands at a fork in the road, uncertain how her new knowledge will affect her. Jason's decisions may draw him into fresh conflict with Drew, fueling questions about whether their bond can survive. Events set in motion now could have consequences stretching beyond a single week.